Yo, what up guys, it's here. In this video, I want to share with you some upcoming news regarding shard opening events for Tuesday, 1st of April that you might want to prepare for or know that is coming and want to skip. You have to decide on your own. I'll tell you about it and then share some other quality of life improvements that will come with the 10.40 update, especially the one I'm most excited about. I'll tell you all about that in this post Raid did on their official news channel on their forum. Alright, the first information that this Tuesday there is no CVC going on, right? No personal reward CVC or other type of CVC, so it's just going to be a chill Tuesday, right? But there's still a way that to entice you to summon shards this Tuesday, and they don't want to skip this Tuesday and Wednesday shard summoning even without a CVC. That's why this time around it's going to boost the chances. Well, it doesn't really boost the chances. It says when you summon a legendary from your Ancient Shard Tuesday, Wednesday, I think it's going to be how many hours? The event, it doesn't say how long it will last, but definitely those type of events normally last about 24 hours or more. So that's going to be a 1+1 event this time around for Ancient Shards. So if you are summoning your Ancient Shard come Tuesday or Wednesday, when you hit that legendary mark, you'll get one extra one for free. The extra legendary you get will not be the same as the first one you just obtained. So take note, this type of 1+1 event does not boost your chances of getting legendaries. It's still going to be a 0.5% chance, so it only benefits players who are willing to summon a ton of shards 200 and above, or players who know how close they are to Mercy if you've been counting your Mercy manually or you are using a third-party tool like this to count it. Right there it says I've summoned 9 Ancient Shards without a legendary, so I'm nowhere near that mark where I should be pulling shards for this event. So I'm not even going to be thinking about this one, so I just wanted to bring you this news in case you're one of those who have been preparing for an event like this. Get one for free. That's if you've not already summoned all your shards. It's been a while since we had any real ancient event that is worth it. That's why I have this high amount, because if there's any other shard event that have come up, I usually go low in that shard count. So that's the biggest news that is coming up on 1st of April. I think Raid missed out on a great opportunity to prank the community. They did announce it's a 1+1, right? That's the news. But if I was Plarium and I wanted to announce this thing, I'll probably tell you someone one get 2 extra legendaries for free, some kind of April Fool prank, and then you summon and you get 1 instead of 2. I know most people will get mad at it, but at least you put a disclaimer that it's just for fun. There is no way they'll give you 1 and give you 2 extra 1 for free. But that could have been a visual display or something, but you don't really get the champion. I think Raid should have played some April Fool pranks for us. Since this event is launching on 1st of April, I think a lot of players would have taken it in a lighter way, on a kinder way, and just as far as they announce it and tell you that it's at the end of their video that it's all a prank and you shouldn't really expect to, that you're still gonna get 1+1. I think they should have done something similar like that, but no, we thought this was gonna be an April Fool prank, or the first legendary, the first Ancient Shard you summon on 1st of April gives you a legendary. I don't know, I'm just thinking of ways they could have, fully utilized this 1st of April to do crazy things to the community, but they did not, because they are nice. So they did a 1+1 event instead, a normal 1+1 event that will give you a legendary if you get 1, right? So that's the first event. I don't think there's any other event. I'm looking at the calendar, I don't see anything special attached to this one in terms of a summon rush or a champion chase. I'm not seeing it right here, because normally by now, if this event is coming up in, maybe they will announce that maybe tomorrow. So because it's not coming up with a champion chase yet, I even checked the event calendar, I don't see any, so maybe they don't want to announce it ahead of time. But one thing I did see in the event calendar right here is a champion training. Yes, another champion training, in case you're not yet done with all the crazy champion training we needed to do as part of this after party part Titan event, which will soon end if you've not completed it yet. I'm still working on mine. I picked up first key, second key, I've unlocked this one. I'm still working on mine. At the end, when it's almost time and almost ending, I will summon 4 or 5 secret shards to complete the rest and pick up these rewards too. So I'm still working on mine. I just taking breaks along as I go along, because those champion training are not easy to do, especially when you're doing it, maybe some of them manually. So that's the first news that I wanted to share with you. The next big information that is coming up is regarding this updates 10.40 highlight that they just announced, and it seems like the most exciting thing is this raid community week that we'll be launching along with it, which we are all hoping to get a free legendary. Yes, definitely we'll be getting a free new legendary by logging in and claiming fragments of this legendary champion until we obtain him. So that's what the event calendar will look like. It's not one of those ones we just give you for 7 days. This will last. On certain days of that calendar, you pick up fragments of this champion. Even if you miss it, you will still get this champion if you miss some days, right? So they did announce and explain everything right here. Take a look at this information. And yeah, I'm most excited about some other quality of life improvements that is coming up right here. 25-day grid, and each slot becomes available on a specific day, regardless whether you are online, unlike the regular. So it's not like the normal 7-day login. So it's not like this normal 7-day login. This one will unlock whether you are actively checking it or not. It will just keep unlocking and keep going on other days, even if you don't log in at all. The 7-day login one, if you don't log in, it doesn't count day 2 for you, it doesn't count day 3 for you, right? But this one will count those days until the specific days when those ones unlock. So if you miss out on it on April 11th, miss out on April 12th, then you log in on April 13th, you'll still get the reward for April 13th. But hopefully they give away a way you can use to get back 11th and 12th rewards. I think we'll see it in great detail when it comes up. It does have this voting thing that we all have to do to get, or whether if you want to do it or not, to get 4 legendary relics. You can only pick one, but we have to vote which one we want to get as a community. That's why they call it a community week, great community week, but this time it's for relics. I've not taken a detailed look at these relics, so when it launches, I will click this info button and go take a great detailed look at it, and then decide what I want to vote for based on which one I want for the most. Most players especially will always go for relics that add a little bit of more crit damage to their legendary champion and our mythicals. I feel like that's what most players will always pick amongst these 4. Not a relic that deals with debuffs or turn meter control. Most people prefer relics that adds a bunch of damage stats over any type of relic. I think that's what the community most likely will vote for. I am predicting right now. So if you know anyone right here that does that, crit damage stats more to a champion, or maybe attack as a second option, let me know in the comments. All right, Gear Ascension Tournament. We plan to introduce a new activity in 4.10, which is this Gear Ascension. It will be available to players 38 and above. Once I just see this Sand Devil Necropolis and Phantom Shogun, that's not a dungeon that a lot of players like to farm, but this type of tournament will force you into those dungeons to farm it and get those oils, right? The more oil extract you get, the more points you get in that Gear Ascension tournament. For them to announce this Gear Ascension tournament, that means the rewards might be special. You will earn points for each bottle recovered from the dungeon. Naturally, yeah, the greater ones will yield more rewards, but they don't say anything about the rewards though. What do we get from the tournament? Well, I guess when the tournament launch, we can go and see the rewards on is he a brand new champion or something? I don't know what the rewards will be like, but for them to announce this right here, that means it's not just their normal dungeon event or dungeon tournament. We see where we can go in there and get some rewards along the way and get out. This one might be more special than the normal Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun we've been farming all this time. Token Trader is getting a facelift in terms of the rotation of the champions that are currently in there. That's one content that I've not really paid attention to, even after they revamped it and added some more champions in here. It's still looking like it's not interesting enough. So if you still don't have any of these champions, you can see right there you have only 3 days left to go over there and swap, unbind some champions, and then use the tokens to buy these champions if you still need them. I don't need any of them on this list, so I'm gonna go ahead and skip this one entirely, totally skip this one. So there's a new rotation of champions coming in, and this time around it's gonna be 2. One that can still be used to empower some other champion, and one that definitely cannot be used. The first one that can be used is Cillian the Lucky. He can be used to empower Ronda. For them to mention it, it feels like Cillian the Lucky is only goal in life in raid is to become an empowerment for Ronda. That's how it feels like, which is kind of sad. We are currently saying the same thing about this other champion which we are currently using to empower Ninja, I think, right? Is he used to empower Ninja? Nobu? Even after his buff, he's still not very, very popular in raid. So a second champion is coming up, which will be Cillian the Lucky. It will replace those two you currently see there. And Genzin is the other one that is coming up right here, a legendary attack champion. And he's not quite popular in raid, but he does definitely get his job done for players who are pulled in and using in PvP or PvE content. I've heard good things about Genzin. Alright, some other quality of life improvements. The siege will get less draws. So if you're fighting siege, clan siege, you get less draws with other opponents. I mean, the win conditions might be more strict, but you'll be able to get win or loss more often than draws. So the one that excites me the most in all this quality of life improvement is this one that says you can now sell gear from the, what do you call it now, the inbox. So that's this one that I feel like is very, very important, because why I always run out of space. There's no time you go here where you not see some artifacts overflowing. So I used to now collect, and then go sell them again. That's like double job. So I hopefully not right now we can go over there, artifacts, select all. I hope we also have the filter that says 3-star, 4-star. We don't know yet how that artifacts filter and sell directly from the inbox will look like until it's finally launched with this update 10.40 that is coming up. So I hope it can leave the legendary 6 stars and select all the 4 stars and sell them instantly right here if they overflow, because we still don't have a lot of space to claim all these artifacts. So therefore we should be able to sell them here instead of claiming them then go sell them in the other artifact storage. So that's a good quality of life improvement that I think most people will very be excited about. The next one that I'm very excited for is this market refresh button that will be swapped positions per multiple. Where is it? Market refresh button and refresh timer will swap positions per multiple community requests. So refresh timer will, okay, so they're gonna swap the refresh timer to this side while the button goes to the other side. So it makes it easier for you to press the X button, especially if you're on mobile. If you're trying to press this little X button, you might make a mistake and fat thumb the 5 gems right here. It's still very painful for an endgame player. It doesn't matter whether you have 40,000 gems, spending 5 to refresh a market you do not need to refresh is one that people don't like at all. So definitely they'll be swapping this refresh button. I would even prefer them move the refresh all the way somewhere here, so it's still nowhere near anything that can be clicked. But hey, they're moving it right here, and refresh this timer will come over to this side to swap their positions. So that's the update that is coming. It's been a while since this market was changed, right? Since we started seeing better artifacts and all that stuff in here, and immediately the market was updated, a lot of players, the community informed Playrium that this was happening. People were clicking this 5 gems button by mistake. The question is, why did it take so long to do this swap? I'm thinking it's something they could have done in 1 day or 2 days. That's my thinking. It's something that could have been done in 1 or 2 days. Maybe it still required a big update to be pushed out after this little swap, or they wanted to group this change. That they did the change, but they wanted to group it along with other quality of life improvements. So it's always a long list. They don't just change one thing and announce it. Just one thing change and announce it. They wanted to group it all with other tasks on the list. Maybe that's why it took that long. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, because on the first day, once the market was launched, we saw that and we complained about it. It wasn't game breaking, it wasn't messing with the game, it wasn't slowing down the servers. So I guess it wasn't the top priority task to take care of until now, when they have other things on the list also cleared at the same time. Maybe other tasks took more priority over that one. That's why they took this long to do it. But I'm glad they're finally getting it done, because a lot of players have spent gems hitting that refresh button by mistake. Alright, several Chimera team clan quests will be made simpler. Clan quest for Chimera. Is it not just spend 1 key? Is there any other advanced quests? Chimera, let me see. I think I don't have anyone today. Use 1 charm. I don't have any today, but they'll say it's going to be made simpler. I hope that's simpler than using one key. I thought that's all it usually required you to do, to fight Chimera with one key, and that's it. Or maybe they'll come up less often. I don't really understand what they mean by several Chimera themed clan quests will be made simpler. Normally it just says use one key. I'll see how that one comes around. And the rebalances for these two champions they announced will also be taking effect in this update, and everything they announced right here will not be made available once this update kicks in. They're going to release it over some time when the events need to be launched. They're not going to just launch everything immediately you update your game, right? Ashna Dragon Soul is getting some rebalance, and also the second champion Wolem is also getting a rebalance. Two champions, I don't have them. That's why I didn't take any second look at these rebalances, because I don't have experience about these champions, how they currently perform in raid, to even compare whether these rebalances is going to be a buff or a downgrade for them. So you guys let me know, is these changes they are making to these two champions, Ashna and Wolem, good or a bad one? I didn't take a closer look to see whether this was better than before, but a lot of champions in raid do need these little changes to their skill set to catch up with their 2020 2021 type of build, and now to meet up with the current standard of the game and the requirement of content, bosses and dungeons, which require a lot more than what we currently have on those champions. So I think that's all that is happening in raid. I want to remind you that the clan shop will reset in a few hours, just 18 hours to go as you're watching this. So go ahead and make sure you use that opportunity to buy all the energy right here, because the next rotation might not have energy available. So maybe go over there and do that so I can spend all that energy in the campaign farming I'm still doing. Ooh, let me also not forget my 6-star chaos ores right here. 5 of them that I always buy when it's available, and I don't have the mythical ones unlocked in this clan to buy it, but I could also buy a 5-star chicken. I don't buy the 4 stars, and that's it. Okay, somebody requested or recommended I always buy this silver, because it is a lot of silver, especially if you have excess of this currency. Definitely spend it all before the market resets for the next one. Mostly we're getting this from Hydra and some of these other dungeons. That's where all those resources are coming from. All right, I think that's all I have to share with you. No other news or craziness happening. I did see in the calendar there's this special teamed event, and I don't know what it means. You guys, do you think it's something that has to do with the shards or we're gonna be summoning tomorrow? I don't know. For now, I'm just gonna go back to my campaign farming, see how much campaign I can do so I can summon less shards to complete this after party event. I know a lot of people have completed it. I'm still taking my time with just a few hours to go in the campaign. All right, like, subscribe for more daily raid content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later guys.